What's a good Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we'll be reacting to a video from Pink Book Lessons. Shout out to this system. Yo, I just want to say something here. These women are ungrateful. These women are mean as hell. And look at this. She lost it. Called me a bitch when I refused to buy $4,000 tickets for her to see Beyonce. Shout out to Pink Book. Listen to this shit.
Yeah, you read the title. That's right. She got mad at him because he wouldn't drop $4,000 on Beyonce tickets using his city credit card. And to top it off, she called him mean for refusing. I'm not wasting any time. Let's get straight into it. I had to pull y'all into this conversation. If you missed the last video, the Beehive was crashing out on TikTok, straight up cursing out their queen bee, calling her a witch, and all of a sudden referring to her as a light-skinned hussy over ticket prices for a Cowboy Carter tour. I couldn't believe they came out disrespecting their queen, but here's a snippet just in case you missed it.
Beyonce is full of and I'm sorry, it's giving broke. It's giving broke. It's giving impoverished. I really do feel like this whole billionaire like I'm convinced that Beyonce ain't got it like that. The economy is fucking trash right now. Instead of her releasing a free concert and doing something for the people, what does she do? This high yellow hussy with her goddamn blonde wig gonna go and wait for us to get a little piece of money.
Hold up. The one that's calling her broke is the one that's asking for a free concert. And oh, also, the one that's talking about her blonde wig is the same woman that got blonde highlights in her fucking head. Make that shit make sense.
In her pocket just so she can snatch it up. I'm so tired of her.
Beyonce, is you cool? Is you cool?
So yeah, under that video, we had a lot of comments. This comment here was left by Papa Kenzino. He said, I have a friend that wanted me to pay $4,000 for 2 tickets for her because I had a city card. I was like, heck nah. Zell me the money, then I'ma pay. She attacked my masculinity. Guess I'm a B now. Laughing face, hilariously stupid. So a woman he was dealing with, super disrespectful hyena. Obviously a huge Beyonce fan. She's deep in debt already, and I'm not talking about a little bit. She's $40,000 in the hole consumer debt. But instead of paying that off, she was out here trying to drop thousands more on Beyonce tickets. Now, let me break this down for y'all. She already had 2 premium tickets in what they call the Buck and Honey Pit, a premium section near the stage, going for $2,000 each. That's $4,000 already spent. Yeah, those are the 2 tickets she purchased before she stepped to him. But that wasn't enough for her. She wanted to get even closer for the same price. So she contacted him to ask if he had a city credit card so she can get in on an exclusive pre-sale deal. Turns out with the city card, she found better seats than the one she already had, still at $2,000 per ticket. So what did she do? She begs him to buy the 2 extra tickets and put them on his card. So that would be another $4,000 worth of tickets that she'll be purchasing, bringing her to a total of 4 tickets, $8,000. Now you might be thinking, wait, what is she going to do with all those tickets? Well, she told him her plan was to sell the first 2 and keep the new ones. And here's where it gets crazy. He told her, all right, Zell me the $4,000 and now I'll buy them on my city card. The deal was only available through Citi, so she said that he had to be the one to buy them with his Citi card. So it's a deal, right? Nope. You know what she did instead? She started spewing sign language. And no, I'm not talking about ASL. I mean shame, insults, guilt, and need to be right. She went off attacking his manhood, cursing him out, disrespecting him, all because he wouldn't drop 4 racks, even though she already had 2 tickets. And that's how I know she never intended to pay him back.
I would have told that bum asshole, bitch, if you don't get off my fucking phone, don't ever call me back in your life. You call me a bum ass nigga because your bum ass couldn't afford an $8,000 tickets that you wanted for a Beyonce concert. And then you get mad at him? Nah, partner, that ain't how this work. You wanted the fucking tickets. Why you can't afford the tickets? Now, if you $8,000 upside down because of some shit that you got going on, bitch, don't involve me. I'm not involved. That is your problem. That is your predicament. That is your shit. Deal with it. Why are you getting mad at this man because he refused to give you buy you the tickets, and then on top of that, you $40,000 upside down in debt? Bitch, fuck that Beyonce concert. You need to be focused on getting yourself together. I tell you, these women nowadays is something serious. You mad at him because he told you to send him the money so that he can buy your tickets. Then you get mad and start cussing him out because he wanted his money back. After that, I would have blocked that bitch and said, don't you ever contact me in your life again. And I hope your ass go homeless. I would have said that shit. Yep, I meant that too. For you to get that mad over, boy, this shit.
She was serious, she would have just sent the $4,000 plus the fees up front. Because let's be real, that was just the base price. There's going to be a couple of extra dollars of fees associated with this purchase. But no, instead of paying up, she went full attack mode and called him the B word. So I had to ask him, was he still talking to this flamingo? I'm talking about a straight up bird, you hear me? He said I deleted her from WhatsApp. Funny thing is that she is like $40,000 in debt, but Beyonce is an experience to her. I couldn't deal with that. I'm debt free, can't have foolishness bringing me down. All I gotta say is listen, you dodged a bullet, my guy. This one right here, borderline psychotic. How do you get mad because someone wouldn't drop $4,000 on their credit card just so you can see Beyonce? Like, girl, you have lost your mind.
And on top of that, get this. You upside down, and then you call this man a bitch because he refused to basically do something for you. What is he getting in return? And on top of that, he don't even have your real number. He texting you through WhatsApp. He ain't fucked you. He ain't spent no time with you. So how in the hell are you mad at him when he don't even know you for real? Excuse me? Boy, I tell you, something serious.
And the fact that she got that angry just because he asked for the money up front, that tells me everything. She had zero intention of paying him back. She was falling out like a 2-year-old, just terrible. This emotional over a concert? We're talking about a grown woman acting like this. And let's not forget, this is a woman who's already $40,000 in consumer debt, yet she's out here throwing thousands at Beyonce tickets like she got it like that. Yeah, delete her number and never add her back. She's going to try to reach out to you again at some point, but don't even entertain it. She's crazy, irrational, a horrible decision maker, zero emotional intelligence. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she's out here still attempting to run these city girl scams on other dudes too. Listen, this ain't even just about her. You got a bunch of Beyonce fans crashing out right now, and for the ones who can't or won't lash out at Beyonce directly on TikTok, they're taking their frustration out on the closest people to them. Their boyfriend, their parents, their friends, anybody they can manipulate into buying them a ticket. Guilt tripping, begging, throwing tantrums. Don't fall for it. Now, about all these Beyonce stans complaining online, let's be real for a second. What I gather from TikTok, a bunch of emotionally frazzled people losing it over something that's not even a necessity. You don't need to go to a Beyonce concert. If you don't go, I promise, you'll still be alive the next day. Look, I get it. Live events are an experience. But truthfully, concert prices across the board have been out of control in recent years. I've talked about this before, especially with that Ticketmaster lawsuit. Ever since the pandemic and inflation hit, it's not just groceries, rent, and insurance that skyrocketed. Live entertainment has been completely priced out for the average fan. I've seen rock bands charging $800 to $1,500 per ticket. Taylor Swift, her average ticket, $1,500. And these rappers, they just walk back and forth on stage rapping over a track. They're charging $400 to $500 like it's nothing. Take Kendrick Lamar, for example. He's playing in the same exact venue that Beyonce will be playing in a few months. His cheapest ticket, $445. I see tickets going for $494, $550, $650, even $950. And here's the kicker. None of these are resale tickets. These are standard tickets straight from the venue, which is absolutely crazy. And guess what? Nobody is complaining. His tickets used to be under $100, but now his fans, mostly black men, are just paying it. They're dropping.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I ain't never been to a concert, and I don't never plan on going to one. For one, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's too much risk. It's too many unknowns that can happen at a fucking concert. Too many. You gotta think about you in the big ass crowd There's no way to move, and especially if something happens, there's no way to get out of. Because if everybody start fucking panicking, there's only a few exits that's large enough to evacuate a large crowd. And on top of that, you gotta think about it like this: if something's going on, if you're in the middle of the fucking crowd, you're cooked. I don't trust tight spaces like that with a large gathering of people. I don't. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, you can't defend yourself. Nah, bruh. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that setup. There's too much shit that can go wrong or go on. I'll catch the replay. I'm not going to a concert and getting thrown into a fucking mosh pit, all that shit. Nah, bro, I'm good. And then security might be lax one time, something get in. Nah, I'm good. Or the stadium's compromised already before a crowd even shows up. Nah, I'm good. It's too much. It's too many unknowns. Way too many unknowns.
For $400 or $500, upwards of $1,000 without ranting and throwing a tantrum on TikTok. If that's who they want to see and the price is a price, they're just paying the price. They're not complaining about it. But it's crazy you have the Beyonce fans. They are having full meltdowns over it. And I'll say it again. You don't have to go. It's okay. Now, let's put this into perspective. If it's $500 to see a rapper, how much do you expect to pay for a pop star? We gotta be real. Watching a live show today in 2025, it's a luxury. And the only way ticket prices will go down is if people stop buying them. People are out here scraping together rent money, using their tax refunds just to see an artist who doesn't even know them or care about them. You're just funding them and their families. So they live good in multi-million-dollar homes, private jets, while fans are out here going broke just to be in the same room with them for a couple of hours. I'm just saying, the days of the $50 concert tickets are long gone. And at this point, watching these shows online is a smarter move, unless you have money to burn. And even for the people who can't afford it, a lot of them are saying, nah, I'd rather spend my money on something else. And listen, when Taylor Swift goes back on tour, her prices will be even higher than Beyonce's. That's just where we're at. I also had people coming in the comments telling me about back in the 80s and 90s, they saw Prince and Michael Jackson for $40, sometimes for free if they got lucky enough to see a benefit show or something. And yeah, I'm sure that was a beautiful time for our parents. But you also have to note the average house back then cost $40,000. Now, in most cities, the same house is $400,000. Everything has changed. And here's another example. Here's a commenter, they said, I'm sorry, I paid $11 to see Earth, Wind & Fire in 1979. Yeah, $11. But that was nearly 50 years ago. And the inflation we went through between 2021 and 2024, that was definitely something serious. A lot of people didn't realize that it wasn't just eggs and groceries that got hit. Every industry felt it. Concerts, festivals, sporting events, everything costs more now. I saw Super Bowl tickets for $4,000 to $6,000 just a couple of weeks ago. At this point, it's definitely a luxury to attend these events. Hey, if you can afford it, whatever, do what you want to do. But most of these people complaining can barely pay their own rent. And Gen Z, they're not even in the conversation. Most of them are also struggling to get by. A lot of them still living at home with mom and dad. But I don't think that's her target audience anyway. I think Beyonce is targeting the millennial audience. The women with careers and the ones with those child tax credits, those income tax checks. Listen.
The ones that's the boss bitches that think they can afford anything and get mad when they can't and try to basically scam their way into getting the Beyonce ticket. That's who her target audience is. She's doing it for the boss bitches. That's what she's doing it for. Well, let's be honest here. We all know it's true. Man, $4,000 for some tickets? Damn that. I'm sorry. I like taking my safety into my own hands. I'm not about to leave my safety to a bunch of niggas I don't know. And then, after everything that's been happening, fuck that. Nah, partner. I don't trust other people. That's a damn dirty lie. Keep yourself safe. Do you and protect yourself. Me is the only person I trust. Anybody else, No, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure the men know what I'm talking about. Ladies, y'all like putting yourselves into a crowd that's dangerous. That anything can happen. Y'all know that shit true. Protect yourselves. Nah. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, and spot.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys.